trying to outrun the creator of the entire universe, only to end up in the belly of a deep-sea giant. This is the incredible true story of a prophet who thought he could hide from the Almighty. Today, we discover how one man's attempt to escape led to a miraculous rescue and a second chance at life. It all began when God gave Jonah a mission that he absolutely did not want to complete. God told Jonah to go to the great city of Nineveh and warn the people to change their ways. But Jonah was terrified because the people of Nineveh were known for being very cruel and dangerous. Instead of heading east to Nineveh, Jonah decided to turn around and run as far as he could. He thought that if he traveled far enough across the sea, he could hide from God's calling. Jonah hurried down to the port of Joppa and found a ship sailing to the distant land of Tarshish. He paid his fare and climbed deep into the belly of the boat, hoping to disappear forever. As the shores faded away, Jonah finally felt safe, believing he had successfully escaped his mission. But no matter how far a ship can sail, it can never travel beyond the reach of God's eyes. Suddenly, a massive storm exploded across the water, tossing the ship like a tiny toy in a bathtub. The sailors were terrified as giant waves crashed over the deck and the wind ripped the sails apart. While the crew prayed to their own gods and threw cargo overboard, Jonah was fast asleep below deck. The captain found him and shouted for him to wake up and pray to his God for help. The sailors realized this was no ordinary storm and asked Jonah who he was and what he had done. Jonah confessed that he was a Hebrew who worshipped the Lord, the God who made the sea and the land. He told them the storm was his fault because he was running away from a direct command from the Lord. To save their lives, Jonah told the sailors they must throw him into the raging sea to stop the wind. The sailors didn't want to do it, but the waves grew so high they realized they had no other choice. As soon as they tossed Jonah into the deep, the wind died down and the ocean became perfectly still. The sailors stood in total silence, amazed by the power of the God Jonah served. Deep beneath the surface, however, Jonah's journey was only just beginning in the dark water. Jonah thought his life was over as he sank deeper and deeper away from the light. But God had not forgotten his prophet and sent a massive creature to intervene at just the right moment. A giant fish emerged from the darkness and swallowed Jonah whole before he could drown. Inside the fish, Jonah was safe from the sea, tucked away in a strange and miraculous hiding place. For 3 days and 3 nights, Jonah lived inside the fish and spent his time talking to God. He realized that even in the darkest, deepest place on earth, God could still hear his voice. He thanked the Lord for saving his life and promised that he would finally do what he was asked. Jonah learned that God's love is big enough to find us even when we are trying our best to hide. After the 3rd day, God spoke to the fish, and it swam close to the warm, dry land. With a giant splash, the fish released Jonah safely onto the beach, giving him a brand new start. Jonah was finally back where he started, but this time, his heart was ready to obey. He didn't run away again. Instead, he began the long walk toward the city of Nineveh. God gave Jonah a second chance because he is patient and full of mercy for everyone. Sometimes we are afraid of what God asks us to do, but we can trust that his plan is always best. You can never run too far from God's love, and he is always ready to welcome you back home. When we turn to him and ask for forgiveness, he provides a way for us to start over. The story of Jonah reminds us that no mistake is too big for God's grace to reach. He listens to our prayers from the highest mountains and the deepest parts of the sea. Remember, you can always trust God because his love never gives up on you. We will see you next time for another amazing adventure from the pages of the Bible.